Down. 30 base.
Come on. Two times. I love it. 3 out. Jump.
80 weapon.
Watch safety 3.
Go.
Safety 3.
They'll run on first down. Dobbins, give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's second down.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
Double time. We got 3, fellas. We got 3. My 5.
Ready.
Here's a 2nd and 7. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Carl Nassib. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
My 5. Big stop, G. Big stop. Let's go.
Hey, Delta.
Off the play fake. Herbert. And a throw there going to be incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
And he gets it away. A directional kick going toward the sideline. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Check 26.
Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Play action. Now it's Mahomes. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Myles Garrett has now recorded 10 sacks on the season.
2 plays so far, a run and a pass attempt, and both have gone backwards.
Probably not how they drew that up.
Not at all.
Looking for a better play coming up on 3rd. Gonna need better protection here. 3rd and long following the sack from Mahomes and company. From the gun, it's Mahomes. A battle for it, and it's intercepted. Monte Nicholson picks it. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over.
Ready. 18 Gator. Now.
On 1st down, Taylor. A nice opening right away as he'll maneuver his way up to the 32-yard line. It's a gain of 11, and the Bucs have a 1st down.
18 Gator. Hey.
Let's set a tone. My 5. Watch QB jump.
Get it.
Taylor. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Bravo. Switch it, clear, switch it. Greystone, travel.
On 2nd down now, it's Taylor. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation.
Here we go. Set. 60 or.
Hey, tight end right. Watch tight end.
5.
Hey, check. 3 down. Mike's
Back to throw. Herbert, he's got his tight end, Burton. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 20-yard line.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
Coaching spell.
Let's get that ball, man. Let's get that ball right here.
Look at me. Zip up. Big grip.
On 1st and 10, Herbert. And this is caught. A spectacular one-handed grab there. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. On the NFL scoreboard, an update from Foxborough. It's the Chargers out to an early lead. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. The loss of 3 on that first down pass play, now 2nd and 13. Second and 13. He's to the 10. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. It's his first catch, and it'll be good for 15 at a first down. Again, they'll drop to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Well, he leads the NFL in interceptions and nearly added to that total.
Got his hand on it, couldn't quite corral it. It's been a Pro Bowl-type season for him, and the term ball hawk really comes into play, doesn't it?
Yeah, I like that one a lot because teams want to avoid that type of a player, but sometimes you just can't. He just knows where the ball is.
Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal.
Zoo.
2nd and 9 now. And he hauls it in for the Buccaneer touchdown. Trey Burton, his first touchdown on the year. As his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. And he is a reliable target. They like to get him involved. They got him involved there for the score.
And they should. He's a very good player. Remember, they can use him in certain positions, so many different spots, and he usually comes through for them.
Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. That's fielded in the end zone. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in their conference.
They go play action here on first down. Being chased out left, and it's incomplete.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Jatavis Brown. He's at the 40, the 20, 10, and it's a pick 6. He brings it back to the house for a Buccaneer TD. And This defense looking like they have come to play the pick six, and just like that, it's 13-0 early on.
Well, go back with me to our training camp visits. What do we hear during these drills? Pass. Ball's in the air.
And then my favorite.
Oski, that's the interception. That means everybody finds someone to block them legally, stay on your feet, and they get it done. Touchdown.
That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They fake the give. Now Mahomes. Throw left side complete. That's Jordan. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice...
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Jatavis Brown. And he will score. Touchdown, Tampa Bay.
Partner, what we just saw, that's a great example of a team that was really amped up. They've been playing so well, yet they didn't get overexcited and have a bust on defense and gave up a big play. Instead, they created their own big play with a pick 6. This one may be over.
Yeah, it's just the first half, but that lead has swelled to the point where you're wondering if it is over already. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line.
Anytime the offense shows what they call a shot play or a chunk play where they're trying to get big yardage, sometimes people just call it gadget plays, and you hold it to a gain that we just saw there, you feel pretty good about yourself as a defense.
They go play action. Now Mahomes. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So much for the run on 3rd and 1. Instead, it's a big chunk in the pass game. 1st down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. On 1st down, here's Breida. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Mahomes. It's brought in by Harris. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. The catch and run pays off to the tune of 35 yards. A lot of attention paid this week in practice to red zone offense. The coach was optimistic about how it went. We'll see. They run with Breida, and he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two. And they'll turn to a power game to try to get in. And he's going to take it in for a Lion touchdown. It's the fullback. His second touchdown on the season, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Extra point right down the middle. And they'll cut the lead to 21-7. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
We got this.
At their own 25-yard line.
Let's go now.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Now a good running play here to start the drive. That'll net them 14 yards as they pick up the first. 14 yards there and a Buccaneer first down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Slam, slam.
X3, 218, chopper. Ready?
And to give this time to the tailback. And able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41. A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
General West.
Check three.
The give to Taylor. It'll go as a gain of 7 on the play, and it sets up a 3rd and inches situation.
Okay, he didn't break that one all the way, but you got to know that he feels like he's right on the verge, and that's probably exactly what he's telling them in the huddle right now.
And he finds McLaurin. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. His first catch, good for 9 and a first down. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Room here to run. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. That good for 19 and a first down.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
Now.
They'll run on first down. Taylor. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. I think you mentioned in the opening drive that these guys needed to establish the run, protect the young QB. Actually broke that down, believe it or not. So how would you assess things so far?
I'm kind of touched that you actually wrote something like that down. I appreciate that, partner. But I do think they've been able to do that. Maybe not as effectively as they've wanted to, but I think we'll see more of as this game goes along because they want to continue to take care of that young QB.
Looking to throw. Herbert. And this is incomplete. Devin Bush, the linebacker, was the one there in pass coverage.
But there's no trace of nervousness there. He was able to diagnose that play from his linebacker position, stay in excellent coverage, and bat the ball away.
Now play number 7 of this drive, but it's a tough 3rd and 9. Operating from the gun. Herbert. And that will be incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. Bullock's kick is good. And that'll push the lead up to 17. So the scoring drive encompasses 9 plays, and the net result, 3 points.
Take your disappointment and put it aside. 9 plays. Yeah, they want to end up in the end zone with a touchdown. I get that. But sometimes those 9-play drives pay dividends later with another 9-play drive that culminates in a touchdown when they wear down a defense.
And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And you're under a minute to go in the half. The first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this? And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Myles Garrett in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year.
3 scores down, not even a halftime yet. They're not getting much generated offensively. They've got to figure it out.
It's tough because this defense just seems to be playing with so much confidence right now.
They really are. They are on their toes, and they're getting at them.
Flushed out right. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Stevenson. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter. Mahomes now on 1st down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Final shot before the half from Mahomes. Flush to his right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Monte Nicholson picks it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, this fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25.
For the 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. It's a gain of 10 for the Lions and a 1st down. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Going for the deep ball. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Credit that breakup to Greedy Williams.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. Now here's Mahomes. And now here is another interception. Picked off near the 42. And it's a pick 6. He brings it back to the house for a Buccaneer TD. This D wanted to put it away before we even get to the 4th quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
Extra point up and good by Bullock. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. That's fielded in the end zone. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. Going deep downfield for Ross. And my goodness, another interception. Monte Nicholson picks it, and he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way. I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Off play action. Herbert. He's going to rifle one deep left side. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 24. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember.
And now here's another interception. Picked off near the 29. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now, that's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. That one goes for 24 yards. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. A great play there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Bucs capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Bullock good on the extra point. And the lead will swell by 1 more. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. That's fielded in the end zone. And not a particularly good return here as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not where they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Right here, guys. Fight 51. Mike 51. Go, go, go. Go, Mike.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. They find some open field here. And it's a pick 6. He brings it back to the house for a Buccaneer TD. I don't know who all is to blame there, but I love seeing pick 6s.
Nothing like seeing someone pluck it out of the air and go the other way and see people try to change directions. Hard to do.
Extra point up and good by Bullock, and that will extend this big lead. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And they gave up the pick 6, and now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go-around?
You should be, just because after what you gave up, but you can't be so cautious as to just really take things in, and now you're not going to play loose enough to give your team a chance to score. But you still have to be careful, because those defensive guys, I know the reputation defense guys can't catch. All evidence to the contrary on that last possession, though.
They'll try to pick this up on the ground with Breida. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Throwing now is Mahomes. Escaping the pressure right. He'll try and run it. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
On 2nd down, a run with Breida. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Now they'll throw with Mahomes. And he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Now Mahomes. Over the middle, complete. That's Stevenson. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. Give him 32 on the play. So a big play as it gets him all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. Now it's Breida. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
No gain on this defense. No gain.
They run again with Breida. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it 1st and goal. Defensively, you said coming in earlier in the broadcast, the magic number was 20 points for you. That's what you thought they would have to hold this offense to, or less than that. And, wow, and he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Matt Breida, his 25th touchdown, tying Emmitt Smith for the 5th most in one season. And the Lions gain a bit of respectability. Extra point splits the uprights as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And the Buccaneers able to recover. Their hands team does its job. Now they're down big here in the fourth. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 15 yards as Tampa Bay picks up the first. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Hey, exit.
Time's the mic. Here we go. Mike 5. It's been a long day for you.
Yo, go.
Mike 5.
Hit it.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
At the 36-yard line.
Check.
Greystone, travel. Hey, wahoo!
Fire's the mic.
Let's go, tight end. Let's go right here now.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Herbert looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. Touchdown, Tampa Bay! Terry McLaurin, his 3rd touchdown now on the year as his guys continue to pour it on.
There's no doubt in my mind.
And do you hear that? Do you hear the...
It's not scales, right? I don't hear scales. Do I actually hear a tune being warbled?
I think the fat lady's humming.
Yeah, she's doing more than humming. She's belting it out
She's
right now.
going. She's full bore.
Yeah, this thing is flat out finished.
That's fielded in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive, that culminating touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. Doesn't matter where you start with the football now, they have to feel great about their opportunity.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Breida. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Yellow. I'm the Wolverine. Hero 15.
Here's Breida. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a night.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Going to need better protection here. 3rd and long following the sack from Mahomes and company. On 3rd down, a run from Breida. A nice little juke. Space to maneuver at the 40. And he'll take it to the 43-yard line. 1st down, Detroit, 16 yards on the pickup. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. And he's going to bowl his way forward to the 48. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. This is Breida. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down. Now a give coming right is Breida. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
You know, it's become cliche, but we have seen it and observed it. When runners have days like what we're seeing right now, they often take their offensive linemen out for steaks afterwards, don't they? They all go buy them dinner. But after a play like that, he might reduce it, might go to the corner and just grab a hot dog or two, huh?
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. Going to need better protection here. 3rd and long following the sack from Mahomes and company. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And my goodness, another interception. Greedy Williams picks it off. And a very good return as he takes us all the way up to the 35-yard line.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
Looking for more there on 1st down, but this throw downfield incomplete. 4th quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
He'll rifle this one deep right side. Incomplete, and we're down to 8 seconds now. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10.
Hey, we got 4. We got 4 down. Mike 5.
Smooth.
Off the play fake. Herbert. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Carl Nassib able to record his 5th sack of the season. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Tampa Bay, they continue to be one of the best teams around as they move to 10-2. And they will head back home next week.